You might have seen the recent reports on the academic progress of American students. Two major reports released in the past month show the nation's 4th and 8th graders overall have declined in math and reading since 2019. But surprisingly, adults aren't doing much better. To help us understand why, for tonight's interview, we turn to Nat Malkus, the Deputy Director of Education Policy at the American Enterprise Institute. So, Nat, I want to start with some of these new numbers that have come out recently about measuring the status of education and how it has come back or not come back relative to the pandemic. The first was the NAEP scores, the National Assessment of Education Progress scores, and then the Education Recovery Scorecard. When you look at those two sets of data, what's your reaction? Put that in context for us.
The open question was, well, are we going to rebound or are scores going to be flat? They're pretty disappointing. It looks as though in math, students have shown a little bit of improvement in 4th grade. They were pretty much flat in 8th grade. In reading is really where we took a hit, and students fell again since 2022. That's after the pandemic. They fell further, and the scores are pretty grim.
What do you think some of the causal factors are for these numbers?
The high point in most scores came around 2013 to 2015. Since then, we've seen a slide, and we've seen a number of markers of that slide. So while the average scores have gone down a bit, really the scores that have fallen are in the lower half of scorers. Our lower scorers, their scores have fallen consistently since then by large amounts. The higher scorers, those on the upper end, they've been pretty much treading water. So to understand the causes, you really have to peg this on, well, why is the bottom falling out and the top sort of staying there? There's a number of things that could be. Some people will point to the sort of fading effects of the No Child Left Behind federal legislation or the advent of the Common Core. Other folks will clearly point to, well, it's the screens. That's when the advent of phones really grew and has continued to grow. But the ability to pin these down to one thing is pretty difficult.
Now, you also have found something interesting in adult test scores. We usually think of school-age children, but what are you seeing in those adult test scores?
The lone study that we have that looks at how the nation's adults are faring on numeracy and literacy skills just came out a month ago, and alarmingly, we're seeing a similar pattern. That is, the scores fell for adults in both literacy and numeracy, but there's more. The adults on the upper end of this spectrum are treading water. Their scores didn't change much. Those on the bottom half, they dropped like a rock. And this raises serious questions. When we're looking at student test scores, is it the students and the schools? But when we see that the adults are reflecting similar patterns, maybe it's all of us.
The Trump administration has canceled 170 contracts with the Institute of Education Sciences. That's a part of the Department of Education. How will that affect, do you think, education or some of these questions we're trying to get the answers to?
I'll tell you right out of the gate, it seems a little bit ham-fisted. I think some of the basic research data that we depend on the federal government to collect is going to be interrupted, and I would certainly prefer that if the administration is going to bring some reforms to IES and the Department of Education, which I think could be needed, I'd much prefer they use a scalpel and not a bulldozer.